Good morning. Let me turn around here and face the camera. Hello, everybody. Welcome Tuesday morning, day 2 of Christmas spinning. And I did not edit. I'll edit the little banner underneath my name or underneath my camera when I get to the other camera. I forgot. I don't normally put a title underneath where what you see while I'm streaming. So I'm kind of out of the habit of making sure that gets edited. And it does say day 1 right now. So, yes, it is a chilly morning, but relative to what we had a week ago, it's really nice in the house for the first time in not quite a week, about 5, 6 days. My nose isn't cold. My hands are still a little cold this morning, but I hate it. My face gets so cold, and I looked into patterns to knit, and there was a baklava. That's a dessert. Box something. I mean, it's a helmet kind of thing, right? And you can pull it up over your nose, and the only thing exposed is your eyes. And it looks like you should be wearing it in Siberia, right? Although I will admit it was knit out of a lighter weight sock weight yarn, which doesn't make it look, it actually looks comfortable and could be very soothing, smooth and soft and everything, depending on the yarn you choose. And that's the hard part because wool is just hands down the best, right? Acrylic is not. And I don't want a fluffy Angora based yarn because it'll be in my nose and I don't want that. Um, so it's a little hard to decide, and I haven't decided if there's something I could make it out of um, handspun or not. It's a good handspun project because it probably takes about 300 yards, which is often what I get out of 4 ounces of a braid. And what I was saying is wool is really, really perfect. And so, I've been thinking about it being merino. If I use handspun, I've been thinking about it being merino. And I happen to be working with merino. I am spinning a white merino that I am going to use to ply with 2 different merino braids that I spun. They're each 2 ounces. And I'm thinking if I like the way that looks, I'll make it into something better. If I don't like the way that looks, um, or I don't think I will want to use them together like I'm thinking I'm going to want to do, um, I'll make the I'll make the helmet thing, the worm thing, and it'll be next winter before I have it done. I'm sure. I have so many projects. That is part of what I'm doing before we get started on the spinning this morning. You can see I have right here a basket. This is what I call my crafting kit basket. It's basically what fits. There are other crafting kits around, mostly upstairs in my fiber room. Um, but what I'm saying is this is the main consolidation of it. And it occurred when I went to an auction and I got some other ladies' mini crafting kits, some unopened, some half started. And I have, as you know, if you're a viewer, been working on those throughout the fall before Christmas craziness came in. I was working those up and finishing them, and I finished a number of them. I have a number of those, um, and what I have is things that I just kind of want to get consolidated. I'm going to stick in the craft basket, and then I'm going to figure out which one do I focus on next. So that when I do, not next Tuesday, but when I do start again the following Tuesday, I'll have the project out and ready to be worked on. Maybe I'll take a break. I'm just being really, really picky. If I call it the 12 days of spinning, I should spin. Right? And I'm perfectly happy spinning. I have so much to spin that I would love to see. Back there behind me, I have 2 gift bags full of bats that I made. They're not a whole lot of, there's 3 different fibers that are in bats, and there's not a whole lot of it. So I will spin them on the Roberta and ply them up. I'd love to get that done during this 12 days. And then there is probably what's right in front of the. I want to spin that great big ball, but it is the most contained. It's just nice and happy where it's at, right? The other fibers are kind of fly away, and I want to get them out and done. So probably what's in front of there is a purple. There's a braid that is purple mixtures, right? A multi braid, and then there is a solid braid of purple. Then those 2 will get plied together, and they have to be an Aura project. So the very first thing I need to do is finish up the Aura project that I'm working on right now, which is the Advent fiber, and I am very close to being done. So that's going to be a priority, as well as a little bit on the Roberta if I get tired treadling. So 2 days. Are you recovered? I am partially recovered. Hubby has the water fixed. That is a huge thing. But there are bits and pieces that still need to be put together to have what I would call a fully functioning house. And he's also kind of watching, when you put water pipes together and you got joins, you watch them for a while before you totally forget about them, because this is out of sight. We wouldn't have known about it if it didn't happen to just spray against the kitchen floor and make the kitchen floor wet, right? If it hadn't done that, the only sign we had that we had a problem in this cellarway where the pipes run is my cold water was coming out half the pressure, right? A low pressure situation. And so, I commented on it, but I was like, because I figured we get it from a water company, and I thought maybe something was going on with their pipeline or something. But that was, Thursday early during the day. I commented on it, and then we found it, of course, Thursday night. So anyway, the house is mostly functional. It's mostly warm. It's up to a nice toasty 69 degrees and holding. The snow is still on the ground, but will be melting in the next day or 2. And by Friday, we are supposed to hit 60 degrees. I don't anticipate that is going to be correct, because I think the ground is going to stay pretty cold and it's going to keep the air temperature down. But what do I know? I'm not a weatherman. The weatherman says I should hold it to him, right? The weatherman says we're going to hit 60 degrees on Friday. And that's going to be interesting to find out. And kind of nice. Okay, I'll chat as I work on stuff here anyway, but I need a sip of coffee. I have a big thermal mug of coffee. Coffee does not stay hot in a regular cup. The only nice thing about it is you don't have to put ice in your water at all, because you get very chilled water. So that's still a tad hot. And I have a couple cookies here too. It is morning. I've had my oatmeal, but I do like to munch with my coffee. I love to have cookies. And of course, this is the time of year where there are so many cookies. All right, where is the subtitle? Under camera, right here. Let's... Oh, I took it away. Where do I edit it? There. Double click. Day 2. By the time day 12 comes along, I will be proficient at doing this. Now we're accurate. There's day 2. And let's click that. Okay. And you can see I do have my blanket over my knees. It does. It gets so chilly, right? All right, this basket is reasonably full, but I have these little itty bitty kits. This is a punch needle, and it doesn't include the puncher. And I have to find the punch needle thing that I have upstairs. So I'm going to put that aside and take it with me upstairs. See if I can get a punch needle, if I can find one. I know I had one. That doesn't mean I'll find it. All right, this one is open but incomplete, I think. You see here, that's the frame. That's the picture. That's that. And why do we have another frame? We have 2 frames. That's interesting. Okay. Do we have 2 pictures? Oh, do we have 2 pictures here? I think we do. We have apples and oranges. No, those shows apples. That's an apple basket. And that's there's just 2 kits in here. Now, I don't remember that at all. I don't think I probably have the thread for that, but I have thread of my own. So, maybe I should pass a kit on. Well, then I'd have to, maybe I'll finish one and then pass a kit on. I think, because I'm not sure I want to. Okay. So that is, it looks like it's open, but it's not started at all. Now these are beaded kits. I have not tried one of these, but I love the way they look. They're ornaments. And look at the size of the beads. They're seed beads. I mean, this is something I'm going to really need a setup that I don't move, or a tray. Hi, Mass Bandit. Welcome. You may be in ads, but I'll get you in. I'll talk to you in a minute. Yeah, they're sea beads, so they are tiny, tiny. And these all came together. So they are Christmas ornaments. There are 3. Yeah, there are 3 of them. Did I open one? Let me see what this is. Yes, I opened one. Okay. Let me put this aside, because I really wanted to. So there are 4 in all for this. It's perforated paper, okay, and it's just going to be beading on the perforated paper. But oh my gosh, they are so tiny that I want to find like a tray. I have trays around. I want to find a tray that I can set up for this project only, right, and keep it on there so that I don't have to worry about putting the beads away and all that sort of thing. So those get done together, and the whole reason I was pulling them all out is I am putting these tiny little kits. Will they go in there? Is it going to go back in there? I think so. I'm going to put them all in a little bag that, this bag here, that, believe it or not, and the ottoman cover came in, right? The footstool had a footstool, but I thought, well, now that's just like a little perfect bag, and it's got a zipper on it if the zipper works. Some of these zippers don't work well. So what I'm doing is I have these and some other of the beaded kits that I'm trying to get together here. All right, so there's the 4 ornaments. These kits, I love the fact they're small, and I don't mind taking them when I travel, but I don't know whether I will not. I collect Santas. I adore this Santa. It's also beaded. But what I adore is, okay, that's uh, plain canvas there, right? And his mustache and everything. But the beard is a design, a pattern, so that it looks like a beard. I really think that that's really great. So I have a Santa. Then I have, these are pins. This is a pin. And this one uh, is a rabbit, right? They say toy bunny. Okay, I guess that could be on the Christmas tree, but it's a pin. It's supposed to be you wear it, right? As is this one, which I love rabbits, right? And this is true Easter rabbit. And so these are the glass beads, seed beads kits. I don't have any of them. I have one open, but I don't have any started. That needs finishing first. And I don't know if I'll be putting anything else in there, but at this point in time, I'm going to set it aside, get it in the basket later. Now I'm got some problems here. I have big stuff. These two aren't too bad. Okay, so Christmas is all about gnomes now this year. This is also plastic canvas, but it's just yarn. And the gnomes. That isn't started, but certainly am anxious to work on it. It's so cute. I think it's so cute. I don't really have any order to filing system here of what's what. This is a dimension kit that did come from the auction lot, and unfortunately it is totally unstarted. I like to take my needles out. Sometimes they rust in there, so I am going to take the needle out of that and stick it on this. Yeah, I know paper probably will dull it, but I have other needles if I lose it. Stick it on there. Ooh-wee. Even the back end of that is sharp. It's very pointy. This has to wait for I didn't show that very good. Love that. Lots of work, but I love it as a cross stitch. This needs to wait for a frame. Both of my frames have something on it, so this has to wait for a frame. Not a frame, but the frame to work on, that sort of thing. Mass Bandit, I am good. Did you have a good Christmas? Are you healthy? Are you well? I hope you are. It's was a struggle for the last 5 days. It was not. The weather was terrible, and it was not good in our house. We had frozen pipes and all that stuff that comes with it. So we are back to normal, marginally back to normal. The house is warm because the weather's warmed up outside. The pipes have been fixed by hubby. We have water. We're keeping our eye on it, hoping that it doesn't freeze again. Water pipes are really different now. The very first pipes that were in this house were that terrible lead pipe, right? That they use for plumbing in very old houses. And he took that out, and you went to PCP pipe, that white pipe, right? Which is used still in some places for some things like drains and things like that. But when the joints tend to loosen and everything, and I think he was saying that was what had happened where we had the leak. But anyway, he went to buy the pipe to use for the cold water line. I mean, it's coming from it's the water that's coming directly from our water pipe from the water company. It connects to their pipe, and it's all it's not rolled up tight, but it kind of looked like a hula hoop. Several loops of it, but it kind of looked like a hula hoop. And it's hollow, but it's rigid, but it's flexible. It's so different. I don't know what the material is, that it's made out of. But I looked at that and I said, "That's our water pipe now?" And he said, "Well, yeah, for the cold water coming in." He said, "This will work just fine." I was like, "Huh, that's so different." Mass Bandit says, "I am as healthy as I ever am." I know it's a daily thing, right? It is. It really is. But I am glad to hear that. Your Christmas was quiet and your heat is spotty. Oh dear. But they haven't been able to get anybody to look at it because of the holiday. And that also is where I am so lucky. I mean, hubby would not work on the furnace. We were just lucky that nothing happened to it. But what did happen is the we heat with propane, and propane is sluggish. It runs from the propane tank underground, right? But it's somewhat sluggish, and it just doesn't burn with the heat that it does if it isn't really super cold. Now, I'm talking the 0 and below cold is when we have the trouble with the propane. And I cook with propane too, and I was noticing, I'll notice on the stovetop more so than I notice in the oven, but still, it just doesn't want to function as well when the weather is 0 and below, which we did have with the wind chills and everything. So our heat was there, but it just we couldn't get the house above 50, even though the furnace was running. And that did change because it got warmer outside. We are up, well, what is it? Yeah, we're at 33 right now and heading upwards. So we're over and done with the really awful part of it. But what I was saying is, I am very lucky that hubby will work on many things, and like he's been working on the plumbing. He's a handyman. He worked as an appliance repair person in the last 15 years before his stroke, and he had to retire. But before that, he worked just so many things. He would repair cars. He would repair pool pump and motors and things like that. He worked for a spa company where he went out and worked on hot tubs. He's very good that way, and always was. And so that I was very, very lucky that he has dealt with the various and sundry problems that have arisen with our old house. I think he's probably tired of it by now, but he doesn't. He's the one that doesn't want to move. I'll move. I'd move to Florida in a heartbeat, but he doesn't want to move. Let's finish this up here. I have two really thick ones. This is plastic canvas and it's Snowman. I bought this on sale. I thought it was really cute looking in the catalog. I'm kind of like, I don't know. But, they're the kind of things I can make a number of them and stick them on packages or give them away or whatever. If I don't mind working on them. And they look like they'd work up quick. Pretty quick. A lot of open work there on his beard and stuff. Mass Bandit said, it seems to be working some of the time, and the bedroom seems to be working, but the register in the living room is cool to the touch, even though the heat is on. It's not blowing that far. It's being redirected, I guess. That's that's like that would be hard to troubleshoot. So, I can't put the ornament in this basket, and I can't put these. This really needs to go in my knitting basket. In fact, I'm going to put this one in the knitting basket too. I love these gnomes. They're knitted. Is that not just adorable? I can't wait to make these. In fact, this is what I'm going to start as my knitting project. I have just decided, I've been feeling kind of I worked so long on that Afghan, and I sent to my friend, and she writes me and she says, "I just love this. I just love this, and I love that you made it for me." And I want to write back and say I miss working on it. I miss the yarn. I miss the color. I miss the pattern. So yeah, I think this is what I need to do next. I'm just gonna stick this right over here and take that to my knitting spot after the stream. And that was a Mary Maxim, as you can see. And this one, I'm not sure whether there's room in here or not. I think there might be. No, I'm going to put this one in my knitting chair too, but it's so big I'll put it down here out of the way. That leaves these. I just bought these. I had lots of time to shop. I mean, after Christmas, not after Christmas, but after the time that I was buying things for people and it was just me, I would get on and they were having sales, lots and lots of sales. And I bought this and totally forgot that I bought this right on sale. Let's see if it says who I bought this from. I don't think it does. And I don't know whether I'm going to like them or not. All right. They are called card kits. They make cards. Again, this is going to be like I need a tray or something. And I don't know if they're... I think they're a knockoff on the... yeah. They're... Oh man, what's it called when you place the beads? What's that called? Where it's sticky and you just place the beads. That's what these are. And they make a Christmas card. Right there is the card. So I guess, I'm going to open one of these up on stream and take a look at it. But we have a Santa and snowman, which is cute. And I'm not sure I'll send these as Christmas cards. I think, I bought them from Hirschner's. There's my receipt. I may frame them. This one is a nativity with just the animals, which is really cute. I do like all the Christmas themes and everything. And the last one, oh my gosh, who doesn't love kittens and stockings? That is so cute. Yeah. That would be the one I'd frame for sure. But I figured, well, there's things you get out for Christmas decorations that you just sit up around and stuff like that. So I thought maybe that would be... This is my least favorite right here. It's cute, but I think... I was wondering whether that would be harder, though. Let's see here. What is that called? I cannot think what that's called. They don't call it this, but I know it's a knockoff of something that's been around for a while. Diamond dots. Diamond dots. They're like diamond dots, is what they are. Yeah. So. But I forgot. I finished my story. I forgot that I had been shopping online and ordered them, and they came in the mail. And hubby says, "What is this?" I said, "I don't know. I didn't order anything." I did order something, but I forgot. Right? And it's like, I don't think I ordered anything. I wonder why. It's called Craft Buddy Limited. Wow. And the packaging is weird. It's like you're supposed to tear that off, but it's inside of that. I don't really want to tear it off. Wonder if I can lift the staples out. Probably not. Yeah, there we go. I can see there's different kinds of beads. It's not seed beads. I mean, it's not just beads. It's different shaped stuff. So maybe I think I'll do this one as the craft day. This not this coming Tuesday, in 2 weeks from today. I think that's what I'm gonna do, since it's the most intriguing to me. And the elf knitting, that's my knitting project. That's gonna be my knitting project. Uh-huh. Okay, so, wow. You have to peel that whole thing off? Maybe it could, yep, it's sticky. So it's sticky on there. Yep. Wonder how quick it'll go. To me, it seems like it's going to take some time to do. What else do they have in here? Oh, that's an envelope. That's okay. Nice big envelope, but probably I will not mail it. And is this permanently sealed? It sure is. Or is it sticky somewhere? Nope. Excuse me. No peel. It goes pretty quickly. Yeah, peel in sections. I think instead of, I guess what I'll do is cut it off. See how it covers the whole thing. So yeah, I'll start up there in that corner and just peel that corner, or cut that corner off and do that section. Yeah, I get you. I see what you're saying. Just work on it in sections. It goes pretty quickly. This is the placement thing. I've never used one of those. Oh, they got a thing to put your beads in. That's nice. Okay. What's this? I'm not sure. These are to put your beads in. Of course, that's your rib tray so that your beads are, you can catch them from running all over the place. And this is that. Wonder what you use that for. I'll have to look at the directions. And then we have all, I'm not going to open these, but we have all the different beads. Oh, that's going to be fun because I love all the different beads. Ziploc snack bags work well for the dots. Okay. That's the wax you use in the point. Oh, that holds the dots when you pick them up. It doesn't feel like wax. Okay. So, you basically go like that, and then it'll wear out and you have to do it again, do some more. Let me see what they say here. Yeah, jelly wax, tray, bags of crystals. They call them crystals. Oh, that's interesting. You can, here's your list of your beads, and probably you could go and buy them if you need to. All right, so they say here, they have this in 4 different languages. Choose the area and you'd like to start. Identify the number letter on the dots. Find the bag of the crystals with the same letter. Okay. Lay out your tools. Dab your crystal pickup pen into the small jelly square of wax so that some of the wax enters the tip. Empty 1 bag of crystals at a time into the tray. Yeah, I can see where you're going to have. Well, they gave these little bags, but my gosh, how do you get your beads in there? I mean, that's such a tiny little bag. I have snack bags. I use those snack bags for a sample of the fiber when I'm spinning, and I keep a sample of the fiber. Okay, Masked Man, and thank you for talking. And it's been good to see you. Come back when you can, and stay well. Okay, place the tip of the crystal pen, pickup pen on the top of the crystal to lift it. Place the crystal into the corresponding sticky dot. Repeat until you've worked your way all through the bags of crystals and covered the dots with crystals. Sounds easy peasy. Fun. Okay, this makes me happy. I think I'm glad I bought them. I think I'm going to enjoy it. And I'm going to have a pen and a tray for each of these kits. That's the way it works, which is kind of, I think, kind of nice because I don't know how it's going to wear. Let's see if I can put this back in. There's no dots on the dog, is there? No, there's a puppy dog. All right, let's get spinning. Enough playing around. I'm going to leave this out. I've got the 2 kits that go to my knitting basket, which sits by my chair. And then I have this one, which has to go upstairs to find the needle punch. I gotta find a needle punch. So there's that, and then this goes with this. Which I kind of need to keep flat because it's gonna. And this goes in here. Maybe just enough room. Okay. All right, that was the crafting time. Craft time is over. Let's get to work. I'm gonna put this over here out of the way and grab my wheel. Come on, Nora. Here you go. Oh my goodness. There you go. Let's see if it's in the camera. Not really. Merry Christmas and Happy New Year to you too, Masked Bandit. Alright, let's figure out what this camera needs to do. Something like that. Yeah. Right. I think this can come a little closer. As you can see, I was working on green after yellow. So next is, my bed's still a mess. Good grief. Oh, here, I'll put it over here. I can pull this and put it closer. This is a nice box. I will be using this box for something. You can't see the box, but the box that the Advent Fiber came in. It's a nice box. This feels like, it's pretty good. Okay. I tell you, not many people out there today. Just Twitch. Twitch watching. Twitch watchers. It's a different meaning to the Twitch watchers, yes. Alright, I have 16, 17. I'm up to 16 here. which is sort of a blue-green. Having trouble with these two greens, deciding which one to do next. This is 17, and then the 18 is the first blue, or the blue that. So is it this way, or is it this way? It's going darker on the green, but this has more blue cast to it. Especially when I look in the camera, I can see the blue in this. So I'm going to leave it the order that the creator... Well, no, I'm not. No, I'm not. I'm going to take 17 first and then 16. Yeah, I'm going to do 17. Which is a green, kind of a mint green. Why is all food? Why is all colors food names? Or, you know what I'm saying? Why does it always involve food? Alright, gonna say my little sample here. One is lighter than the other. It's subtle. It really is when you start drafting. It's pretty subtle. Here's a definite difference. So it's not that subtle. I'm going to start with the lighter one. Alright. My headphone receded back on my head because I was looking down a lot. This still doesn't feel right. All right. Other way. I'd like to see something Wonderful Studios Dying notebook. Probably didn't keep it, but I would have. To get all these colors, I am stunned by the colors that she dyed. And for me, dyeing is such a fiber dyeing is such a surprise, hit and miss. Don't know what's going to come out of the pot for sure, right? And I'm not one to mix colors, which I'm sure you'd have to do on this, right? And I don't know how she made her row logs. I don't know if she made them by hand. They are just so perfect. Every single row log is just so perfect. It was expensive, but I'm glad I bought it. I have enjoyed spinning it immensely, as I knew I would. I just put off spinning it as soon as I got it to enjoy the anticipation for a while. I'm excited to have my knitting project picked out. I was like just sitting there playing on my iPad while we watch TV, and I mean, there's nothing wrong with that. It's very relaxing, and I enjoy computer games. But it's like, man, shouldn't I be doing something? I have all this stuff to do. I have no idea what I want to make out of this. I'll have to wait and see how the yarn looks. And it's gonna depend on what I choose to apply with it. And I finally have landed on an alpaca. I don't have any merino that is a natural color, but I have tan alpaca, and that's what I finally have decided I want to use. I'm going to have to spin it. I might have to even process it, and the only bad part about it is it's going to be a bat instead of top. I could, well, I could make rologs, but boy, that's a lot of work. But I could make rologs out of alpaca. I have done that in the past. I could set it up here and do 3 rologs each stream. I'm assuming I would need 25, 24, at least 20, probably more, 24, just like this. So I'd have the same, I'd end up spinning it at the same thickness and have the same amount as what these 24 rologs made from the Advent box. That just sounds like a lot. That's 8. If I do 3 a stream, that's 8 streams. That's 2 months. No, that's not. That's 2.5 weeks. I hope I don't have to go anywhere today. We ran to the home, uh, like home repair place twice yesterday. Two different locations, because one didn't have everything in stock that he needed. Talked about that on the stream yesterday. Couldn't do anything anyway. I mean, with no water, I have. It'll take me all day to get all of the dishes done because they're all from Saturday and Christmas. From all the prep stuff food I made for Christmas. And truth is, all I want to do is sit and read a book. But I can do it a little at a time and take a break and do some more. I think our post office thinks we went to Florida and stopped our mail. We haven't gotten mail. Let's see. There wasn't any there yesterday, Sunday, Saturday, Friday. We haven't got. This will be the 5th day. I hope they bring mail today. Yeah, I think Thursday was the last we got mail. I hard to tell the people that you owe money to that you didn't know you owed it because the post office didn't deliver their bill. They've heard that excuse 1,000 times. It's been right probably twice. I've been thinking about the fact I need to update my Ravelry. I haven't done that for quite a while. I don't know if I've actually put this Fiber Advent calendar in Ravelry. I can think of so many things to get sidetracked by. Oh, now I gotta sign in. No biggie, just a nuisance. Yarn Spinner's Tales is so much typing. Okay, where is Stash? Oh, I have a phone by my computer and it just... Oh, from my friend. She says she's wearing the t-shirt that... She lives in California. She's wearing the t-shirt that I sent her. That was nice, she wrote.
Peloton makes rowers now? So what?
Uh-oh.
Rowers actually teach you
Ruh-roh.
with the Form Assist feature.
We got an
Try the Peloton Row
ad.
risk-free with a 30-day home trial. New members only. Not available in remote locations. See additional terms at one.
You could just do your ad there. I'm gonna mute ya. I'm gonna mute ya. All right. Now what are we playing here? Huh. Well, Autumn Vibes. You know, I don't think I've ever played this one before. I got a mute the other day. One of the first for Chill Hop. I was really surprised. Alright, I am looking in Ravelry to see if I have, let's see, Fiber Advent box. Probably, or Advent. It's not under Advent. I have a feeling I may not have set up a stash for it. Let's see, it's under something wonderful. It might be under that. Okay. Yep. No. That's her. Oh, that's for pink and green. Okay. I forgot I had ordered other fiber from her. Well, hopefully I have a picture somewhere of the box. I really thought I did. If it's not under stash, what would it be under? Projects is probably not. And I know it's not in the queue, it's not under handspun. Alright, so I have not put it in there. I need to remember to do that. And hopefully I have a picture on something. I'm pretty sure I do. Because I think I posted it. In Discord. I think I posted it in the Discord. Oh, it's kind of fun to run through Discord and some of the pictures. Where am I here? When did I buy this? August 21. It was after that. I got it, so it's not in general. Wow. All right. There's a lot of pictures in here. Still going back to 21 because I did buy it in 21. Okay. Didn't see it in share your current project. Gosh, I cannot believe I don't have a picture of this fiber box. I did not do well on the stash dash. Okay, I do not have pictures in Discord. Uh-oh. I've got to have pictures on my iPad somewhere. I just gotta. I know I did when I got it. I was so excited about it. So, get that fixed. And yeah, I have other things that I've been spinning that are not in Ravelry that I probably need to put in the handspun part. I'm so terrible at keeping records. When I had a notebook that I used every year, you know, I had a notebook for each year, I did a little better. What I'm going to try this year is a calendar that, it looks like a calendar. It came in the freebie stuff that you get in the mail, but it says it's a planning event planner or planner. And it's about the same size as a calendar, and the squares are small. But if I'm putting it, I have put it right here beside my computer terminal, and I'm going to make it a point to try and keep that of what I spin or process or whatever I do each day, because I really miss the fact that I haven't been keeping track very well. Ravelry is about my only way that I even get a record of when I spun a yarn or something like that. Tomorrow I will apply the 2 merino bobbins with the white merino. It's the plan, and I think I can do it on, I want each yarn, I'm not going to put the 2 colored, dyed merino ones together. So I think I'll be able to get it on a Roberta bobbin. I like plying on the electric. Really is better. I think that I'm thinking about the diamond. It's not diamond dots, but it's somebody's imitation and their cards. And I said I wouldn't send one as a card, but the one with the nativity with the animals, I think I'll send to my good friend next Christmas. She would enjoy that, especially if I framed it. A pretty color. Such a pretty color. I called it mint green. It looks very teal when I get it next to green. Whew, I'm cold. My food. Oh. I have been wearing layers. I had an equivalent of like thermal underwear, and then a pair of slacks, and then or a pair of stretch knits over that, and then a pair of sweatpants over that. Yeah, I was wearing 3 layers, and I only have 1 layer on today, and I thought, oh, it'll be all right. Because I'll throw the blanket over it. Well, the blanket covers the top of my leg, but it doesn't cover underneath, right? And that gets so chilly, and that's what's getting cold right now. Still got 45 minutes to go here. Okay, that is hurting my thumb. Oh, I'm so upset about this, the left hand pain. I just don't give it enough of a break. And today it's the thumb. It's got to be arthritis in the joints, I think. Or overuse. It's in this. It's not a knuckle, but it's in that joint right there. I wonder if I could tuck this under. Not really. Nothing to keep it there. Okay. Now we're going to a dark teal. Number 16. trying really hard. The Rologs are good for not putting any kind of pressure, squeezing like that, because I can hold it and kind of over my finger without to do the pull out. So the Rologs are really good to help that thumb that's hurting, but the fact that I keep my hand in the same position for a longer period of time is another thing that will make it hurt. If I can get next to this bobbin more here. I usually do 3 in a stream, and that's I had 9 when I started, so it's gonna work out that I will do 3 this stream. Gotta do more pulling when it's at the very end here to keep it from coming out in a big clump, which is what it wants to do at the end. All right. Stretch break. One more to do after this. Oh, I don't know how I could be yawning and sleepy. Sleep. I go to bed by 9. I did wake up at 3 o'clock. I had a cup of hot tea and a couple cookies. And I stayed up about an hour. Hubby stays asleep. He doesn't ever, he goes to bed a lot later than I do. So, he's usually in his deep sleep cycle by the time I wake up around 3. Well, I have 3 row logs to do because I did only one color so far. I am eating what we call in our family grandma cookies. They are in honor of my first husband's grandmother, who made these every year, and consequently I got the recipe, and then following the generation, my daughter got the recipe from me. They are just a standard spice cookie. I think they had cinnamon and nutmeg in them, with the candied citron. So it really is way milder than the fruitcake, and of course a better texture than the fruitcake. A lot less citron ratio to cookie. There's more cookie there than citron, which, when you get into your traditional fruitcake, it's like every bite is full of all the candied citrons, and there's a very dense texture to the bread part. So it's a cookie I like a way better. I don't like fruitcake. It's a cookie that I like that is a adaptation of fruitcake. I don't make them very often. I don't make them at all except for the Christmas holiday, and most of the time lately, last 5 years, I haven't been making them at all because it doesn't use all of the citron that comes in one of those containers, and to me it's such a waste because the citron, it gets sticky, and I don't have anything else to use the citron with. So the way to do it, of course, is to buy the citron in a multi-pack, so you have the multi-fruit, and then make a huge batch and pass it on. And lately, over the years, my daughter has been doing that instead of me. She brought me some cookies. Christmas Day, grandma cookies. And so that I would have some. They're a good one to make ahead. They freeze well. There's no icing to them or anything like that. They're just a drop cookie, so they're easy that way. You don't have to roll them out. got something I gotta check on eBay. Totally forgot about. I think today is the day, or tomorrow is the day it closes. It's a good thing I sit here and spin and think of all this stuff, right? I don't know if I know my sign in. It may have kept me. Nope, it didn't keep me. Alright. Let me see if I can find this. I'm sure it's right up here. Well, it should be a match. That's what it says in my book anyway. I wonder if I changed it. Oh man. If I changed it. Which I am thinking I may have and didn't write it down. Please click on all the images that contain tall buildings. It's not a giraffe. It's not a tree trunk. It's not a power line. Uh-huh. Well, okay. Guess I'm gonna have to reset it. Alright, I have to check. I'm gonna have to do this later. I'll leave myself a note here. Okay. Oh, well, I have my phone. Maybe I can check my phone here. Maybe. Oh, wow. Oh my gosh. Guess what was happening? My phone was recording in the text. I'm glad this send didn't get hit. It was recording what I was saying until it finally ran out of room. Okay. Took me a minute to figure out how my friend knew about Chillhop, and then I realized what was going on. Now, Oh, it did end. All right. Go to checkout. Yay. Good. Then I got it. I should get it by January 5th. Okay. Good. I'm glad I thought of that because I didn't want him to, I wouldn't want that seller to think I was going to renege. Not real sure when it ended. It might have ended, I don't know. Anyway, I got it and I'm happy about that. This is another, this is not for fiber. This is another of my many hobbies, which is stamp collecting. This was something for that. That was pretty cool. I don't shop on eBay very much. I'm not real sure where I saw the listing for this. Oh, I know. There was something similar at the auction house that's local, and it went higher than I wanted to pay for. So I thought, well, what the heck? I'll just search and see if the same thing is available on the internet anywhere. And so I did and hit the eBay listing. So, and the eBay listing went a little higher than I wanted to bid, but I think it was in better condition. And I'm not uncomfortable with what I paid. I just was like, okay, there's not many of these floating around, so it must be the reason people are after it, which makes the price go up. So I'm glad I got it. Okay. If I would quit messing around on the internet, I would get this done probably within the 2 hours, but I have a feeling I'm going to go over a little bit to get 2 more done. That's how it goes. I got corn chowder soup for lunch. Yum yum. I love soup. Of course, it was easy peasy. It was just opening up a can of cream corn and a can of some frozen corn, which is better than canned corn. Canned corn has a taste to it that I don't care for some reason, but I love frozen corn. You know, a little milk, butter, onion, whatever I felt like putting in. That didn't work well. Not at all. It made a mess. Alright, I'm gonna take that off. Alright, now we're in a blue. It's so blue. It's real blue. It's sky blue. It's a happy blue. Very happy blue. Ruh-roh. Lost my pen. Make sure it didn't drop in the trash can. It didn't, but I don't see it on the floor, and I think I'm done writing anyway today, but I will have to find another pen. Yep, so this one's out of sequence too. It's number 19. And then I'll do 18 and 21, 22, 20, 23, and 24. Because that's the way I liked the colors sequencing. Which is perfectly personal. I'll be darned. Okay, something else I just thought of and thought I would look. They actually have knitting cruises. It's listed under craftcruises.com. Craftcruises.com. They're going to Hawaii in January, Antarctica in February, Japan, Russia, and Pacific in April. Same one coming back, I'm sure, in April. Alaska in May. Polar ice caps in June. Midnight sun knitting in July. British Isles in August. And Rhine Christmas markets in December. Oh, wow. Ooh. And then they have knitting land tours. They don't have any going on right now. Crochet cruises, needlepoint cruises, hand spinning cruises. None right now, but I think I need to put my join the mailing list on that one. How about that? Wow. I would not have course, hubby's first response is, well, what cruise line? Probably whoever they can get. And also, I'm sure you have to fly various places. It's something to consider, especially the European or Japan ones. I doubt very much you cruise. I mean, you'd at the very least have to fly to LAX to or San Francisco, or like we flew to yeah, can't say it right now, to go on our Alaska Hawaii cruise. They show a lot of young people. It's not like they're making it an old folks thing, right? They're showing the young people to draw that. As I have said in the past, though, a lot of times cruising looks like a senior citizen cruise because we're the ones with the time off. We're the ones with no families to find babysitters for or have with us while we're cruising. We're the ones that have some discretionary income. Maybe not a lot, but you know, houses are paid off, cars, whatever. That younger people, of course, have monthly bills for. So it tends to look that way. I'm not saying that it makes it a bad cruise or stodgy or anything like that. You're perfectly capable of having fun as a young person on any cruise, no matter how many gray-haired people you see around you. We stay out of the way. You can go to your white light party at night, you know, and disco dance and all of that. Yeah, every once in a while the music in the main atrium is going to sound kind of grandma-ish, grandparent-ish. But they like to sit in the comfy chairs and listen to music. Pass their afternoon, especially if we're at sea. And think of it, you can get all the parasailing spots and the scuba diving spots and the mountain climbing spots. You can get all that, right? We're not going to do it. I am sitting here talking to myself. There are no viewers. It's just one of those things. Getting some spinning done. Spinning would be a very hard one to equip, right? People wouldn't want to bring their spinning wheels. We'd have to focus on drop spindles, which to me is not as much fun. I would try to make it a point to have at least 2 spinning wheels. Depends on don't know. Depends on who in the world goes to a spinning cruise. I bet you they've not had one of those ever. I can get the knitting and crocheting. People would go on that in a heartbeat. Oops. I suppose I ought to work on getting teaching positions at fiber fairs as opposed to on the cruises. But I imagine there are very few people who would actually be willing to go on a cruise to teach. To be honest with you, kind of sounds right up my alley. All right. One more roll log. Just one more roll log. They have a spinning teacher. Actually, they have two. Some of these people I haven't heard of. Some of them I have. Boy, they got a lot of teachers. And a lot that I recognize the names. They've written books, which is the one thing I haven't done and should do. It would put me on the radar. Well, hi, Kay. That's all right. I'm only here for a few more minutes, too. Um, well, good. Are you okay? And hi, all crafty. You two always come together. No, I'm just kidding. um, everybody have a good Christmas, Kay, and all crafty. I am eating a Christmas cookie. I am spinning the fiber advent. I have, after I do this, I have 6 more, which is 2 more spinnings. And I'll have the box done. I have decided that I am going to apply this with a tan alpaca, but I will have to. I have one alpaca single that is available. I have to look and see if I like it or not. It may be too red because I'm looking for a real true no red to it. So it goes well with either a white or a tan. So it goes well with all the colors that are in this. But I've decided that I'm going to, the ply that I'm going to use is going to be light color alpaca. Your work schedule got shuffled a bit this week. Okay, and you're on lunch. All Crafty said she had a good Christmas. Not much fiber related gifts, but it's okay. Yeah, well, I don't know. Gifts, any gifts are wonderful. I mean, that's a given. And the gift from my daughter is one of my other passions, which is gardening. She gave me a grow system for in the house, right? It has a light, it's hydroponic. She has had one for years, and it does well. I mean, it does really well. And so I am going to be setting that up behind me here, I think. It's awfully cold there, but it'll have that light. Should give it a little bit of warmth. Yeah, it's either that or in the kitchen. And both of them, they're not the warmest places, but they're most accessible. So I'm happy about that. She gave me flowers to grow, but what I really want to do is the lettuces or something like that. The greens. Kay said she had a good Christmas. Got potential fiber gift, a gift card to a yarn store. Oh, okay. But also new storage from your brother, so you have somewhere to go with it. Your brother built you a closet or shelves, or he bought them. That's awesome. Storage is a good thing. We did have a very good Christmas. Got up in the morning and just had a relaxing morning. I was still cooking. I did 2 casseroles on Christmas morning, so I wasn't relaxing. And got time to go, and I threw my clothes on, and we headed out the door. So it was a busy morning, and then we went to my daughter's, and that was where we ate the two casseroles plus what she had put together, and had Christmas with them, my grandson, and it was nice. It was really nice. And then we drove to hubby's sister's house, and we have not been out there since 2017. And there's a family history there. I mean, it's a thing. After his parents passed away, there was a lot of problems between the siblings as far as the estate. And so this is sort of building bridges, and it went well, and that's a good thing. So that was, it was nice of her to ask us, and we enjoyed it, and we got to see her kids, which is a big part of it. They're grown adults, but they came in from all over the United States. One got there in time, one got there while we were still there, and one came in the day after. It was just that way with travel, right? But at least we got to see 2 of them. And she had a new puppy. She had a Havanese, and oh my gosh, that puppy was so cute. I just wanted to sneak it home in a pocket. Even though I'm not a dog person. So yes, we had a good Christmas too. So this is the end of what I'm going to be spinning today. I'm going to be back tomorrow. I don't know what time. You'll just have to watch your alerts. I'll post on Discord before I go on, but I don't have a regular schedule for these extra days in the 12 days of Christmas, because I don't know what our schedule is, and probably the most likely scenario is that the days we end up having to go away from the house and do something, I will be streaming in the evening 6, 7 o'clock, something like that, Eastern Standard Time. But I have every intention of trying to stream for the 12 days. Get lots of spinning done. So you all have a wonderful day. I hope it has some fun things in it and some good food in it and plenty of warmth and comfort and loved ones around you. So I will be back tomorrow. Let's just hope that it's somewhere after 3 p.m. It won't be in the morning. I don't like morning ones. A lot of people have too much to do and have to work and all that. So we'll see how it goes. And Thursday's my regular evening one. And it'll be from 7 to 9. So that's the next 2 days. And I'll be spinning. Until later, y'all. Take care. Stay well. Be safe. Happy spinning.